What's up, guys? Pronongo here, bringing you another Legacy of Lordaeron video. As you can probably tell, my voice is a bit better than it was before. However, this video will be going live at 9 in the morning, so you're gonna get me, who's okay health-wise, and then me playing Master Imposters entries at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where I am really sick. So sort of doing it out of order here, and I have no idea what's gonna be at 6 p.m. I still have not recorded that video, and it's like 12:30 in the morning on the same day that these are going live, so we're cutting it pretty close. The reason why it's so late that I'm recording this is actually because my save did not work, and essentially this is because I saved over the quick save while playing the Mapcraft 2017 entries, and then afterwards there are still some what do you call it? Oh, hold on, let me check, because as I'll explain later on, I did have to cheat to get back to where I am now. Okay, so it didn't save that my cheat was on, because I forgot to disable it before saving. But, basically I had to restart completely, because the manual saves that Warseeker has created load you in when you get into the areas, and unfortunately they load you in, basically in cinematic mode, so all of your user interface is gone. You can't skip it with escape or any other button that I tried. I've tried literally every button on my keyboard. And, yeah, there's just no way to get by it, it seems. So, for the time being anyways, we're sort of a little bit better than we were before. We have a little bit more experience than before. And as you can see, we're doing quite a bit of damage. Obviously not as much as if I had kept the cheat on. Naturally. Our items are also different. Mandir still has the quest reward from the first quest we did. I completed them in the same order. The Banshee necklace is still on Feldad. And we sold the what's it called? The fucking the potion, which was a quest reward for something else. Oh yeah, we can't hit that guy, unfortunately. So what I can do is... Wait, does he take damage from this? Yeah, it looks like he does. Okay. So trying to keep him away from Feldad for obvious reasons. Frost Nova slows in an AoE. It's just going to take us longer to kill him for obvious reasons. When that happens. We're not really threatened by anything in this initial area, so these trash mobs, we might just decide to start walking straight past them now. We did get that bonus objective, bonus side quest thing that travels us back to Agamand Mills. Oh, wow. I can speak English, guys, I promise. And, oh, kill the pigs. All pigs must die. It's a good band, actually. You guys should check them out if you're into hardcore stuff. There's a crypt that we can pick up stuff from. But yeah, we got that side objective that we might pick up later on. You must be the one that the Dark Lady has sent to deal with the Scarlet Crusade, are you not? I am Dark Ranger Villanara. I'll be guiding you in this mission. The Scarlet Crusade is growing each day. Their numbers are significant. Like any other race, the Scarlet Crusade must not be underestimated. Their strength and scheme are still ruthless. That's why we need to take these fools down before they get away. I want you to get inside their monastery, which is located in the northeast, and eliminate all their leaders. This will weaken their numbers and serve as a benefit for us at the same time. I will probably be coughing throughout most of this. That's not a shop. Oh, let's kill these barrels, though. Maybe there'll be something usable in them. Gold. I found a lot of gold by dropping stuff. Like, wait, what did I just do? What is S? What is S? Oh, it's the Tome of Strength. Well, I guess I paid for that by accident. No big deal. Oh yeah, and just to prove to people, I do have a manual save that I will be using instead of quick saving, because obviously this campaign is a little bit different with the way that it approaches stuff. So our new main quest is to go all the way to the top right, which we have yet to explore on this go. I don't think we ever really explored it. We're already over here next to Agamand Mills. We might as well just run in and clear this out. Let's go ahead and use that ability since it's pretty damn good. Go ahead and throw an elixir at him. It's a pretty strong single target nuke, as we discussed earlier. And unfortunately, we are getting Mandir's mana down pretty significantly, with no rune of mana nearby to speak of. And of course, this is an enemy that is considered undead, despite being a demon. We should be able to make our way through these guys quite easily, even though we don't have too much mana for Mandir. I don't think we really need it. We'll go ahead and clear out the the small units and then get rid of the overlord. Altair, not really something we need to worry about, obviously. At this point, we do more than enough damage, and we have leveled up shield wall by a little bit, so naturally we have a little bit more survivability on Mandir, who can also receive heals from Feldad. Okay. Going back to Agaman Mills. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. So I think I got the flu. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's pretty nasty overall. So, as you can see, I didn't scout to the left, or... I don't even know if I could have gone further up. Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. So presumably these guys will be down here in the bottom right. There is no way, I don't think, to get to the bottom left. Who knows? And since we were recently over here speedrunning this with cheats, a lot of the creeps have not respawned, which is excellent. I will definitely take that. I did sort of regret having to cheat my way through the area because it is obviously not super ideal. Oh, there's an area down here. Oh, okay, maybe this was like treed up earlier, so we've got to kill all of the Blackthorn bandits. This shouldn't be too challenging. Get that AoE going. Get Feldad up there, so I don't think that miss was due to... I don't think it was due to, like... yeah, it's not due to, like, height level differences. It's obviously due to the fact that these units have evasion. What is that, a bandit mage? It looks like it's, I guess, essentially kit bashed from that side quest character from, I was going to use my my knockback to clear these guys, but obviously that's not super necessary. Scroll of the Beast, I mean, we don't really need to use that. That wasn't their leader, however. Their leader appears to be Blackthorn himself. Let's go ahead and, oh, we're probably going to need to call down our Inferno Stone. Let's pull him back here, cast another unit here. Go ahead and use your W to get some distance. And cast another elixir of Coom on him. Hit him with a bottle. Oh, we've aggroed Blackthorn, unfortunately. Maybe we do need that scroll of the beast. Let's go ahead and use it. We don't have any mana on Mandir. This is actually a pretty challenging fight. He's got 3,000 health. You better give up now, bandits. The Dark Lady won't accept this treachery. Yeah, you don't say. I'll never surrender myself to that stupid Banshee again. I may have made a mistake for once, but that was the last. So it looks like he's gained free will in some capacity. Let's go ahead and cast all of our spells here with Mandir, who is going to be going down here, I believe, because he doesn't have any mana for his other spell. And now we are getting bashed to death, it seems. We can try and use W and pull back here, but it's probably better that we just kill Mandir off, since he needs mana and he doesn't have any right now. So we'll just, is there a resurrection stone nearby? I don't think there is. Oh, and now, of course, these units respawn. So let's bring Mandir up here. Let's go ahead and use the... whatever. We're using stuff. Oh, we can probably just focus this guy down then, since we have the single target damage on him. Of course, we have all this stone throwing by the rock golems, which makes them pretty obnoxious to deal with. I think we'll be okay mana-wise, but health-wise, well, maybe not with Feldad being so low on mana. Let's try and get him to use that spell on Mandir now, which it looks like he has done. We should be able to clear this relatively easily. Okay, well now we have low HP. There is a fountain of what appears to be mana. I can't really tell. And now, of course, all of these trash mobs have respawned. Probably a quality of life change that could be made to make them a little bit less frequent in their respawns, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Rune of Mana we'll take. Rune of Healing we'll definitely take. Let's go ahead and use your Chemical Rage. Okay, Feldad can take care of those guys. We need you on the mages who do more damage. Spread our damage out a little bit, and we can get this Rune of Healing as well. Oh, there's another one. Let's grab both. Oh, that was pretty good. So we can now give that to Mandir. And we've got pretty decent mana ratios now, so I actually don't mind that they spawned, they respawn like that. Excuse me. Sorry about the coughing, really nothing I can do about it, but I do feel a lot better than I did before, and hopefully by tomorrow I'll be completely over it. Although I don't know how much sleep I will get. Oh man, if you guys have ever had the flu, which I presume at least every human being has once in their life if they're, you know, over a certain age threshold, you probably know my pain. Oh man, another set of enemies here that respawned. We shouldn't need to use too many spells. It would be great if the Skeleton Ranger could give us a Rune of Mana or something to pay back the mana we lost, but I doubt it's going to happen. All in all, we should still be okay. The Firebolts are obviously fairly... they're not very threatening, but they are pretty obnoxious to deal with. So let's go to the right here and make sure that we've cleared all of these units. I don't know what this means, this doodad here. It looks like there's a circle of power this direction, though. And obviously we have to kill all of these units. So let's make sure to do that. We have a Renegade Wizard. It's pretty tanky. Let's go ahead and cast that stun. It's pretty good. We go ahead and throw that vial at him as well. And then just hit him once so we can proc his ability. Go ahead and use your W again. Cast a summon. Hopefully that takes off some of the... Oh, the Dark Wizard, who's level 8, is probably pretty obnoxious to deal with. Let's go ahead and cast another minion there. Okay. So we are pretty much out of mana completely for Mandir. Okay. And now we should hit the Bandit Lord. And the Assassin. And we have a Rune of Lesser Healing at the very least, which isn't really enough to heal all of our wounds, but should be doable. Okay. Rune of Lesser Healing, excellent. We have a Scroll of Mana, which is at least something. So let's go ahead and drop the Sturdy War Axe. Use that. It's only 150 mana, or maybe it's 100 mana, I don't really remember. I think Scroll of Mana is 100, and the Scroll of Health is 150. Obviously I could be incorrect about that. We won't really bother clearing that there. It doesn't look like we can actually get to that side from here. Maybe that's a place we come out on the other side of or something, like from another map. I could see that happening. Let's start amassing a sludge army again, using what corpses we can. There's a lot of fucking bandits in this area, man, let me tell you. I don't know how this many of them survived. So let's go ahead and try and hit as many as we can. We can probably kill that guy off right now. Go ahead and cast another sludge minion. Yeah, okay, the Bandit Lord took aggro, so we should be able to just clear them out now. The Apprentice Wizards don't have access to any spells, so they'll just deal some piercing damage, not even magic. That's how much of an apprentice they are. Go ahead and kill that guy. Probably could have killed this guy, too. Let's go ahead and cast a sludge. Level 2 obviously makes them pretty nice overall. Unfortunately, he did just get purged, but at least froze the Renegade Wizard's animation for a while. So that's good. Yeah, I'm not sure how the balance will shake out here, but at least this is more challenging than the last area had been, from what I remember. Because it was still in the main area, whereas this is obviously locked by progression to some capacity. We still have some health before Mandir is technically going to be full health, fully healed without any overhealing, so we can probably just throw that spell on that guy, kill these tents, and it looks like we've cleared everything except for the final area. I think Blackthorn probably has... well, he has a lot of chaos damage, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and hit these. Unfortunately, that's going to aggro. Use all of your spells. He doesn't look like he has really anything of note for abilities besides obviously the Commandor. Maybe he has like War Stomp or something, I'm not really sure. Go ahead and use the targeting in the top left to target for that ability. I'm going to use Impale. It's a bit of a longer stun, I think? Or is it? No, it's actually a shorter stun. That's right. Now, Battle Cry is just Avatar, that's right. So we can go ahead and heal Mandir. Go ahead and grab a Sludge. Hopefully that'll get Blackthorn off our ass. And heal yourself, just in case. Go ahead and use your W to stun them. We should probably just pick off the last of these units, and then we can... Let's sit Feldad by the Fountain of Mana. And then bring Mandir here as well. There is mana on Blackthorn, but it doesn't actually look like he's benefiting from it, which is intriguing. Let's go ahead and heal Mandir again. Use your W. And go ahead and summon a Sludge. We'll just add DPS and I guess tank, which we don't really need him to do. Oh, he's getting picked off anyways. Okay. I actually do want to knock him away from the Fountain of Mana, even though he hasn't casted a single spell yet. Oof. We got him. He got bottled. A Searing Blade, you say? It increases attack damage. Presumably something else. 10 bonus fire damage, causes them to splash, and 20% chance, so it's crit strike basically. We can probably use that interchangeably on either of our heroes, to be honest. Let's head back and trade in the quest. I'm gonna go ahead and mute here while I blow my nose. Oh man. What a trip that is. Trying to blow your nose. Apparently really difficult. So what are the specs on Battlecry again? It's 500 bonus hit points, 5 bonus armor, 20 bonus damage, and spell immunity. I don't know if that's in line or buffed from Avatar stats, but it's obviously quite good for a unit that's going to be trying to take most of the damage. And it looks like Feldad's is similar to Rokan's. And the... what is that? I think they both have the same ultimate, the Locust Swarm from Anubarak and the Crypt Lord, and Rokan and the Shadow Hunter. I think they all have pretty much identical what is it? Identical ultimates, which I think is a little disappointing. It would have been nice to see a bit more variety, but who knows how balanced Warcraft 3 was. I don't really remember. I wasn't playing the melee scene basically at all ever in my entire life. So we're actually going to scout out towards here, since this seems to be the fastest route to where we want to go, which is through some units here that we want to take care of. Let's go ahead and use our special abilities. Go ahead and just hit those guys. Oh, it's still seriously not going to kill him? Okay, go ahead and cast your E. Alright, and we should be pretty close to clearing this out pretty soon. It doesn't seem like it's super well defended, especially since we had like full mana basically. There's that crit strike animation where Feldad is using his crit strike from the Searing Blade. And he has 48 to 60... oh wait, no, that's 50... yeah, 58 to 64. Whereas Mandir has less bonus damage. Obviously, if we factor in 10 here, it would be, 19 plus 52? Math is hard. Let's do this while we're attacking, so we don't waste time and have it be super boring. So, what is that? 52 plus 19 is... so let's see, that's... 71 damage, minimum. With a maximum of basically 10 more than that, so 81. So it seems like a better decision to put it on Mandir. His attack speed isn't as fast as Feldad's, but I don't think that's a big deal breaker here. The question is what we want to give Feldad. We can drop that, give him that, and pick up that. And we'll probably just sell that as soon as we have a better item for Feldad himself. I feel a little bad giving him like the short end of the stick here, but Mandir would obviously do... wait, it's not? It's not extra damage? I thought it's 10 bonus fire damage. We lost 1 point of strength. I'm actually not sure why it's doing so little damage. It's still probably more damage than what Feldad would put out, but I don't know. That's interesting. I'll have to redo my math, I guess. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. And progress through this area. Sometimes, because of the way that the music is looped, it feels like maybe the music isn't actually on, but I promise you it is. It was playing all throughout my early game runs. And it was probably playing earlier as well. Yeah, he's doing 146, and that Felsen was doing 122. So that should tell you all you need to know about the damage values, I guess. Greater Voidwalker, Elder Voidwalker. Obviously, we want to try and deal more damage to the Elder Voidwalker if we want to get out of here sooner rather than later. A lot of units, like the Voidwalkers, Ghosts, Banshees, etc. Oh, shit. Robe of the Magi +6. Absolutely. Get rid of that Ironwood Branch. It might be better to put that Searing Blade back on him now, since we just got +6 damage and all of the bonuses that come with this +6 intelligence that aren't related to damage. But yeah, there's a lot of like Revenants, Skeletons, basically units that don't cast, that don't leave corpses behind. I think that was one of my reasons for not leveling up Sludge Carrion earlier, but now obviously it seems like a better choice to me, since clearly it must have, since I did that instead. Mantle of Intelligence +3. I mean... Oh, maybe it was the True Shadower that was giving him that extra bonus damage. I'd rather have that than the Slippers. Oops, I picked up the Slippers. Spider-Man boots. Okay, let's keep going. We're min-maxing. It's boring, I know. Let's head over through Sludgeland, apparently, where even the level 1 sludges have access to Slow, one of my most hated abilities in the entire game of Warcraft 3, along with Sleep and especially Divine Shield. At least they leave behind Runes of Mana, because presumably you would want to one-shot them at all costs, at every turn. Let's turn in this quest. Then I think we can run into this Waygate to get back over here and presumably get there a little faster. Wait, was that? I didn't have to come back here at all. It was just completed. Well, XD, as they say. So let's just attack to here. I guess we don't really need to attack. We can probably just run past everything, since it doesn't seem to benefit us too much to worry about this stuff. So let's follow the camera here while I take another sip of my drink, my anti-cough drink. Now, typically, what I drink is... I drink like 3 things. Well, 4 things, because water is obviously the top #1. When I'm not drinking water, if I need energy or I'm trying to be productive, I drink G Fuel. And when I'm dehydrated exhaustively, then I drink probably stuff that I'm not supposed to drink, like this Kickstart by Mountain Dew. It probably doesn't help me, but it seems like it does. Typically, those sugary drinks are pretty bad for you. And then, when I am, like all other times, when I'm just trying to have a meal, I'll drink a protein shake sometimes, especially if I've just had a workout. So typically in the morning or in the afternoon, as a bit of a recovery tool while also taking care of one of my meals. Lately, with being under the weather and all, I have been exceptionally neglectful of my diet, and as a result, have basically ignored a lot of it, and didn't really feel too empowered to deal with a lot of the challenges of working out and stuff. Like, when you're just under the weather, you feel like shit. Fuck you. Don't slow me ever again. Or me, or my son. Don't slow my Feldad or my man-son ever again. Oh man, I probably shouldn't call him man-son. We all know how that ends. Don't auto-attack me, you fucking ghost. Increase his... Wait, does this increase his... Oh, it doesn't, It's like an attack damage and armor steroid, which is an interesting combo. Alright, well this actually heals him from 100 health to full, so I probably don't need to use it when I'm at half HP. I'm just used to using it that way. Oh boy, there's a Necrolite here. Greetings, stranger. I am Crehis Soulbane, an ancient Necrolite of this valley, and who might you be? Greetings, Crehis. My name is Mandir, and I am a Forsaken. I serve the Dark Lady Sylvanas Windrunner. So you're a Forsaken. It's really nice to meet your kind around. You seem like you will need some help, my friend, don't you think? Perhaps I may give you a little escort if you can do me a favor. Uh-oh. I need some special items to enchant my powers. If you collect those items for me, I'll help you too in return. Probably should be a period there instead of a question mark. I'll consider it. Wow, man, dear. Giving him the cold shoulder. Dick suck, and now we have nose blow. Alright, well, I'm not going after those items right now. And I may never go after those items. At least not until we've completed this next main quest. Though I don't know when the act ends, or how close we are to the end of the act. Here's the Scarlet Crusade. We're going to start killing them all. Yeah, we do quite a bit of damage to them. 140 extra damage, sure. Yeah, maybe it was a mistake to put it on Mandir. I don't know. There's nothing that Feldad has that I would want to put on Mandir besides maybe the claws. The Scarlet Gallant. Oh, let's walk away from the Mana Drain Tower. The Arcane Tower. Okay. Kill the Scarlet Knight. He looks pretty interesting. Let's try and move over here so we can hit the Scarlet Chaplain. It looks like we missed the Scarlet Knight, unfortunately. I wonder who made all these models. If it's Warseeker, props to you, but I presume that that is not the case. Scarlet Evoker, Scarlet Centurion. Some interesting, very arcane names here coming out of these Scarlet Crusade units. But their names are no match for our, I don't know, smash. Okay, so let's get all of these Sludge Carrions up. Yeah, sure, in the meantime you can hit this. I'm just going to put this on autocast. And we're going to amass an army and take out this Arcane Tower. And also move into the Monastery. I think they do bonus damage to summons. Probably goes against what I was trying to do. But that's fine, we should be able to kill it with just 3. I don't know about killing the barracks if that's necessary, but we can leave our sludges on it. I also don't know if the Scarlet Crusade units will respawn. Obviously the Scourge units did not, so I presume the answer will be a no. Okay, let's kill them all. And travel to, or enter the Scarlet Monastery. This may be a short video just because I'm feeling pretty under the weather still. Well, a little bit. Okay. The monastery was once a proud bastion of Lordaeron's priesthood, a center of learning and enlightenment. However, with the rise of the undead scourge during the Third War, the peaceful monastery was converted into a stronghold of the fanatical Scarlet Crusade. And it's a pretty big map. We're in a pretty big complex. Kill all the bosses of the Scarlet Monastery. Okay. For some reason our Resurrection Stone is all the way over there. Destroy 2 power generators to disable the force wall. Well, I don't know quite how to destroy the power generators yet. They are not destructible as far as I can tell. So we'll have to maybe do something through a trigger, like destroy its energy source or something. I don't know. I'm just theorizing here. Oh, man. A Guardian with 2,000 HP. Presumably not going to sit here and let us just smash stuff. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, we can't really do anything here, so let's just put him on Chemical Rage, increase his everything. This guy's going down fairly quickly. He does have Bash, so Mandir will have his combat stats reduced a little bit. And we see on the top right-hand corner of our screen, we have a leaderboard that contains the data related to the remaining monastery bosses. So that tells us what we should expect. No. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know why we needed to do that. Maybe I should have waited to do that until I knew what it did. Interesting. I don't know how I would have possibly, like, been expected to know, really. Let's go ahead and hit these healers first. And stun them. Hit him with Feldad's ranged attack. Okay, excellent. We have successfully smashed them in the head a few times. Okay. Let's proceed. There's no alarm sounding. One recommendation I would potentially have is make it so that the Scarlet Crusade actually like attacks or searches actively for you in the monastery. I think it would make the experience a little bit cooler, a little bit more alive. So since we hit that lever, maybe we can walk through here without dying. Maybe they turned off. I didn't have vision of them beforehand, so I don't really know. And presumably one of the bosses will be over here, or this is a way gate to one of the bosses, perhaps. Okay, let's try. See where we're at. Okay, well this is one of the power generators at the very least. Let's go ahead and hit these, focus down these healers, obviously. Rune of Mana, sure. I'll take it. And hit everybody. Unfortunately, 3 out of 4 of them, now all of them, are have it bonus armor from Inner Fire. 5 bonus armor is no joke. Also, the bonus attack damage is obviously pretty bad. But we should be able to clear these guys anyways. Just keep hitting this guy with our spells as they become available. Mandir has mana problems predictably. Okay, so I don't know how many of these will have items, or if any of them will, but we can at least check. Oh, there's a voodoo doll, which I think is intelligence +1. We don't really need that, so we will not get it. Alright, that was it. Well, we destroyed one of the objectives anyways. Let's head over here and do the same to the other power generator. And that should disable this force wall that was over here, I believe. And allow us entrance into the other areas. So, if I saw right, it was something like this for where the bosses were. So, seems like something we're going to have to focus on. Obviously, since this area is entirely about killing bosses. I just don't know how much backtracking we're going to have to do throughout the complex. It could get very tiring. I'm generally not a fan of backtracking in pretty much any context. So, if you like this sort of thing, don't take it personally. It's just not my favorite. Let's see. This is especially when there's no like runes of speed to sort of make the amount of time that you invest into it a little bit more dealable, like a little bit more presentable or whatever. Okay, let's hit this guy with the bonus damage and armor first. We can also get a sludge out. Use all of your abilities. We don't need to use the ground pound, whatever it's called, knockback here. I think it's fine if we just rely on bash, and obviously Feldad has a lot more mana regen. I definitely think that Chemical Rage is a pretty useful ability, and we will probably focus on upgrading that in the future. Alright, let's see if we can find the... It looks like we found the... Oh, no, that's not a power generator. That's just a regular, unkillable, uninteractable object of the scenery, I presume. Alright, let's spread our damage out here. Why not? They're all pretty weak. Okay, well, we can hit this lever anyways. Looks like maybe there's another lever that we can hit on the other side to trigger an effect. There's a potion of healing. We don't really need to worry about that too much. Okay, let's go ahead and hit this guy. Smash him in the head a few times. Let's hit the Scarlet Chaplain. Go ahead and use your Chemical Rage. Feldad, whatever your name is. Go ahead and use knockback. Okay. They actually went into the bookcase. I guess he needed to learn to read or something. Go ahead and use your ranged ability. Nice, they killed him. Okay. Maybe there isn't another lever. Unless I'm missing it. Well, maybe we just didn't see what it actually destroyed. Or maybe there's another lever over here, or over here. Oh, well, there's the power generator anyways. Excuse me. A potion of restoration isn't bad. We'll go ahead and use that right now for Mandir. Get his mana back. Manadir. Okay, cool. We've gotten rid of that. Let's, out of curiosity, let's explore up here. This might be a path to one of the bosses that was maybe further away from the rest of the area or something. Of course he uses it on everybody but himself. What a selfless person. We probably didn't even need to use that ability, honestly. No chaplains in this room, so this should be easy pickings. So go ahead and use knockback to kill those guys. These soldiers are pretty easy to get rid of. Okay. Again, we're just sort of spreading our damage out here, even though Feldad is being hit by it a few times. Can we interact with this? This looks pretty demonic. I guess not. Let's go ahead and hit this iron gate and keep proceeding further into the complex. The monastery, I suppose. I see no chaplains over here, so let's just keep using our abilities as they come up. Yeah, we can probably just use that, honestly. Don't have to worry about mana with him. Scroll of Protection, presumably. We don't really need to worry about it. Herod! Here's Herod. Okay. Let's go ahead and use Mandir's ultimate. Use his ability. Ah, I've been waiting for a real challenge. Well, I don't know if you found it, honestly. Let's use both of our heroes' ultimates here. We're gonna try and heal Feldad here. Grab some... Make use of some corpses. Oh, I thought that was our hero here. Go ahead and heal Mandir. He doesn't have any mana to use any spells, unfortunately. Holy Light is obviously not great for us. We're going to try and kill these healers, and then their other spellcasters afterwards. Go ahead and cast your other spell, and now Feldad is out of mana, which is very bad. Try and kill off these weakened units before he uses Holy Light. He's also out of mana, so I think based on raw stats alone, we might be able to win this. Elixir of Death is going to come up pretty soon. Try and focus down as many of these units as possible. I just don't know which person I should be using Elixir of Death on, honestly. Makes it pretty difficult to know. But I think as long as Herod's focusing on Mandir, we should be okay. Go ahead and use your ability to heal him. And then we could probably use our ability to heal Feldad next time, since he is regenerating mana pretty fast. Alright. Yeah, it was pretty close. Hopefully he drops like a rune of restoration or something. At least a rune of mana to restore some of our lost abilities. No, he gets Herod's shoulder. Oh, well that opened that gate. It looks like we had to kill him. So what do we want to drop for Herod's shoulder? Armor of the hero by 2 and hit points by 150. See, I don't really like that compared to 3 extra strength. Or do I? Well, it's not as much extra damage, but it is pretty good for extra survivability, and it gives him 75 extra health than he would have with the gauntlets, so I suppose it's still fine. Okay. Well, unknowingly, we did what we had to do there. Let's go ahead and, just in case, drop a save on that. And I guess we'll try and clear out all these heroes before we call it quits. Let's see. Okay. There's a light bridge here. Pretty neat. Maybe we'll be going underneath it? Doesn't look like it. Hit him with the Elixir of Death there, Feldad. Feldad is a pretty reasonable name, I think. Yeah, that What is that? That inner fire gives them like 5 extra armor. It's pretty nuts. I don't know if it scales with how much armor they have by default. I'm not 100% sure. So we should be pretty close to... Oh, there's a hero. Arcanist Duan. We do have access to our ultimates, but they do cost quite a bit of mana, which we don't really have to spend. So let's go ahead and drop our save again. And try to pull some of these units. I think maybe they're triggered to just immediately all respawn as soon as you attack. Nope. Not quite. Oh, I probably shouldn't have hit that unit. Well, it's only going to grab a Scarlet Abbot, so that's not that big of a deal. Go ahead and hit the Priest. Okay. And then we're going to lose mana to this Abbot, I believe. Yeah, he's killing us with that mana steal. Oh, no. Well, let's move back here. We have enough mana on Feldad to presumably kill, or heal rather, Mandir. Arcanist Dawn is not attacking us with an auto attack. Okay. It looks like we're in the clear for now. At least if we only have to 1v1 him and not this other Abbot that's going to drain all of our fucking mana. I don't know what what's going on with Mr. Duan here, but he has a lot of health. More than the average level 5 intelligence hero, that's for sure. You will not defile these mysteries. Okay, he's actually responding to attacks now. We should be able to hit him. Go ahead and use your spell on him. We can ignore the elemental, I believe. Go ahead and heal yourself. And he was pretty easy to take care of. Illusionary Rod grants bonus mana regeneration and allows him to dispel all effects.
Is there something?
Well, let's... I guess we could grab that
Sounds logical.
instead of the Ilaria's Flute of Accuracy. Probably pretty good. Bonus mana regeneration is pretty nice, and the ability to dispel effects is no fucking joke. Let's, for now, while we wait for mana regen to kick in, let's head over to the right-hand side, presumably to hit this top right guy, because I'm really not interested in fighting those guys until I have a better amount of mana. Unfortunately, it looks like we are not in the right place for that, since there are these Scarlet Abbots everywhere that are immune to spells. You just sort of have to hit them in the head a few times. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. I am really not hanging in there, I guess. Alright, let's kill this chaplain. And we did aggro the Abbot there. Let's just elixir him, please. Get the sludge on him. He'll probably do bonus damage. Oh, he used control magic instead, like a piece of shit. We really need to focus on him. Okay. Yeah, see, he doesn't even take he's like those golems. He doesn't take damage from our spell effects. Go ahead and just use these spells as often as possible. Bonus mana regeneration, I don't know by how much, but it's definitely pretty fucking nice. We can at least stun them with knockback, but that's a lot to expect out of Mandir's mana pool. Non-existent mana pool, I should say. Okay. I can only hope that we have mana for our ultimates by the time we head into the next main battle. Doesn't look like any more abbots, so at least we can avoid dealing with that. Let's hit the Scarlet Soldier, who does not have Inner Fire. Wow, these guardsmen do quite a bit of damage. We don't really have the mana to use Elixir of Death here either without obviously putting ourselves at somewhat of a disadvantage in the next fight. The next big boss fight, so I'm going to try and avoid using any abilities for as long as possible. I guess use as few abilities as possible. I'm also going to blow my nose again. Whew. Oh man, I am so dehydrated right now. Okay. Well, we don't really have a lot of mana on Feldad for some reason. This wouldn't be really that great. It is another Elixir of Death, but It's also almost another knockback, so I don't feel super comfortable giving that one away. Any Scarlet Abbots in here? Yes, one on each side. Okay. We should be able to just wipe these guys out relatively simply. I don't know if using the sludges is even worth it, since they do just use control magic. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so this is probably going to be a long one, actually. I was talking about how maybe I would cut it short. I don't think I will. I will attempt to carry my way through here. Let's, I guess let's level up Elixir of Death. That's 400 damage on a single target. It's going to be pretty good. Unless, of course, we can't use it at all. For obvious reasons. But let's pull this guy out by himself. As much by himself as we can. Let's go ahead and stun him. Oh, he doesn't get stunned. He just gets knocked back. It is still something of a stun. Let's go ahead and hit that guy. Yeah, we have quite a bit of mana now on Fell Dead, so we can use this a little bit more liberally. That unit is immune to magic. Okay, it's an enraged elemental. I forgot we found those on next to one of the... What was it? Oh, wow, that was a good crit. We found them next to one of those fountains of something or other, and they were pretty strong. Well, they weren't really that strong, but obviously them standing up to spells is pretty notable. Oh, we are getting Holy Lighted. This is Sally Whitemane, presumably. We're also getting Sleeped, which is, again, my favorite fucking spell in the whole universe. Okay, let's go ahead and heal Mandir. We can try and just kill these abbots here out of range of Sally. Or this abbot singular. And then we'll change focus onto the guardsmen. I don't know if we even need our ultimates here, but, I mean, famous last fucking words. She's an agility, or she's another hero, mystical hero. Wow, if only I could speak the English language. There's only one guardsman over here, so we can probably just ignore her most of the time. Let's go ahead and use your ability there. Don't say that. And go ahead and keep hitting her with the elixir. Her model's really hard to click on, so I just have to sort of A-move every now and then. Go ahead and kill her. Hand of Righteousness blocks negative spells and increases attributes and mana regeneration speed. And that opened up another gate for us towards the, presumably, like, the final boss. So I assume it's going to be Renault Mograine, since that seems like a name I've heard before in the history of my time with Warcraft 3. So I guess we'll drop the mana of it, the intelligence thing. This is all attributes by 2 and mana regeneration. Again, really, really good. And blocks a negative spell by 40 seconds. I don't really know if I would rather drop like the Herald's Shoulder or the Sturdy War Axe. Armor by 2 isn't really that great. Even 150 HP isn't really that great. I think we need it on... I'm pretty sure we actually need it more on Mandir than the alternative. I don't know if we can go this way yet. Oh, it's just a resurrection stone. I guess we'll trip it, excuse me. I guess we'll speak English. We'll try. We'll do our best. So that opened the second gate. There's obviously this first one, and we have to go here in the top left and deal with that. So let's backtrack our way towards the middle. There's not as much backtracking as I thought there might be. There's still more than I would like, but I am being a grumpy sick man right now, so don't... I guess take my feedback, my complaints, with a bit of salt. Not the kind that I'm displaying either. We should be able to just use the elixir on that guy and kill him outright. Excellent. Go ahead and use your W to make yourself do a little bit more damage. Okay, excellent. Alright, we're moving right along here. How's our experience gain? I can't tell for Feldad, but I presume it's relatively similar. He's at 2870, so there's 100 experience difference, basically. I don't know if anything's even over here. I mean, doesn't look like it, just some gold. Maybe this gets populated later on. Again, hesitant to use the Sludge Carrion ability, based on the fact that the abbots will just take the units that we summon. So we'll probably just avoid using them entirely until we know that there's an area with no abbots. Go ahead and hit him with that spell. Oh yeah, now that it deals 400 damage, we don't even have to prep them in any way. Go ahead and use your spell on that guy. Excellent. Alright, yeah, I think we're doing pretty fucking well here. The extra mana regeneration in this area makes it's very worthwhile to come in here. And obviously, as our heroes level up, they're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So we're pretty close to the final, or the penultimate boss battle. Oh, well, I guess we hit him with a crit or something. That was a lot of damage. I have to remember that now I can use that to more or less one-hit, like, heavy units. It's like a demonic circle over here. What are the Scarlet Crusade even up to? Can we go into this cave? No. Okay, well maybe that, again, sort of like this upper area. Maybe there's something that will develop later on in the mission, in this little complex here, this, what is it, the Monastery? Yeah, it says it right up there in the top right, so you can tell I'm paying attention. In this monastery, maybe something will develop and these areas will become repopulated. What the hell are skeletons and undead doing in here? What is the Scarlet Crusade up to? It's probably what the Warseeker wants us to... These are the questions that Warseeker probably wants us to ask. But, you know, I'll bite. Blood Mage Thalnos. So maybe they were experimenting with undead. It's sort of like how those Terrans experimented with Zerg in the Confederacy in StarCraft 1 in an attempt to try and... Oh, he's got Firebolt. Skeletal Mage. We hunger for vengeance. Don't do that. So we can't use our single target nuke on him, but we should be able to stun him. And for quite a while at that. We also just bashed him as well, but... Yeah, he's basically going to be dead. That zombie is not a living unit, unlike the... Oh, here we go. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Okay, so what do we want to drop for this? Do we want to drop anything for this? 6 bonus damage to the attack of a hero. Chance to slow the target. 25% attack speed, 60% movement speed for 60 seconds, and increases the intelligence. Well, again, I guess we'll drop the mantle. Since 4 is better than 3 by exactly 1, and it has some extra effects, which makes them pretty nice, obviously. Let's hit these crates just in case there's something in them. So far, there really hasn't been much. Orb of Slow is also really good for, like, doing, like, applying debilitating effects to bosses. Basically, anytime you can do that to bosses or otherwise, you're going to be in for a pretty decent time compared to what you might be in if you didn't have the debuffs, or the whatever you want to call them. I might check that on the way out, but I have a feeling that after I clear this last boss, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the recording there. We'll turn in the quest at the beginning of the next video. Renault Mograine, I presume we'll have to use our ultimates here. Interesting that the only boss that gave us a lot of trouble was actually the first one, at least so far. We sort of struggled with mana issues before we killed the second boss. There was Herod, and then there was that Duan guy. Okay, what are these experiments that are being run here? Go ahead and use your miscellaneous things. Go ahead and use your knockback again. That's really fucking nice. Excellent stuff. Coming out of me if I don't say so myself. I don't know if this flesh golem is technically undead or not. It looks like it's not, so we can sort of hit it down. And we can also use knockbacks on it, which is pretty nice. It looks like it also has access to Cripple, which for some reason the AI is like hard-coded to not use Cripple on heroes. I don't know why. Like, if they're hard-coded to use Sleep on heroes. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, Rune of Restoration. That opened up that area. Let's see if there's anything over here. Doesn't look like it. Maybe it's... Oh, you can just walk around this area. Might have been useful for Micro if we were having a difficult time over there. And I presume the same is true over here. So let's just walk in here and kill Renault Mograine. First, let's save. So that folder, Custom Saves, contains a bunch of saves that I guess automatically happen when you exit an area. But, naturally, they did not work for me. Let's go ahead and use your W. We're going to go ahead and kill more priests. Here's Renault. Predictably, he has Holy Light. We are absolutely destroying these guys. Let's go ahead and use both ultimates. Again, try and kill the... Oh, it looks like we did cast it on that. Okay. And the little bit of extra damage we do every so often is pretty fucking nice. Again, we're going to try to keep Feldad alive. Resurrection, of course. My favorite spell. I have a lot of favorite spells, guys. Don't judge me. I can pick favorites. Multiple favorites. Where is Renault? Oh, he's over here. Behind the, hiding behind the priest. Predictable. Again, we are now out of mana completely. We do have a Rune of Lesser Healing. Infidels, they must be purified. Yeah, sure. That's what you think. Let light cease, I guess. That must have been like a Mandir unit response or something. Okay. Oh, no, he has a different unit response inside this map for some reason. Like a minor issue with the... What? Oh, that's some decor. Okay, let's hit him now. Of course he has bubble. Hopefully it's not up again by the time we kill him. We should be able to kill him again here. Go ahead and hit him with Impale. And he's dead. Fuck yeah. Aegis of the Scarlet Commander. Oh, and use the teleporter to... Okay, excellent. The Waygate. Unless this is not the Waygate? There's two Waygates. Maybe there's a portal further back. We'll check. Aegis of the Scarlet Commander. The Shield of the Scarlet Crusade Commander. Let's check it out. Nearby friendly units, 10% bonus to attack damage. Increases the strength of the hero by 6 and armor by 5. And there's some history lore stuff. This burnished copper shield displays stylized flames on its surface. Rumor holds that these shields, once carried by Knights of the Holy Light, used to glow white. As their owners turned to the Scarlet Crusade, so did their light turn blood red. Okay. And this is plus 6 damage compared to what we had before. It also increases armor by 5, so I'm going to go ahead and drop my Ring of Protection.
My talents are yours.
We could have also used that Dispel Magic there, but of course we did not. So I guess there's both of these Waygates should do the trick here. Let's see what happens. Awesome. So we don't have to backtrack throughout the whole thing. That was what I was worried about. Oh, we even have a sludge over here that I completely forgot about. Well, he can walk his way over there. Okay, travel to Lordaeron Ruins. And then again, we will turn in the quest at the beginning of the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, I am so under the weather that my commentary is probably obviously suffering. There's not a whole lot that I can do about that. Before we do anything, though, obviously let us save, and so we don't run into that same issue again. All right, I'm Protogo. Tune in. The schedule currently is Warcraft videos on Sunday and Thursday. StarCraft 2 videos are Monday and Friday, and StarCraft 1 videos are Tuesday and Saturday. And Wednesday is an off day currently, or maybe I'll do something different that day. Obviously, with the Mapcraft videos, my schedule's pretty tight, obviously alongside work and all that. So there you go. That's my spiel. I'll see you guys next time.